You know, I called myself taking a break from making YouTube videos. I decided to go ahead, besides work, make power moves and this type of shit. See what else I can make a difference out of. But of course, there's always some low intellectual, retarded fuck who wants to run his mouth thinking he's better than anybody, thinking that he's the big fish, little guppy. Always want to start shit. He's mad because of what's being said. Now, fellas, y'all want to know why he's mad and in his fucking feelings? Well, let's call him Big Punk. Y'all want to know why Big Punk is mad and in his feelings? This is why. This is why Big Punk is mad and in his feelings. What if I told you Candace Owens and the Manosphere are connected to Just Pearly Things and Nick Fuentes? And I believe I made a post said, I call you full of shit. Or shall I say you're full of shit. And for good reasons, Big Punk. You see, we're all seeing what stunt you're trying to pull here. No, Big Punk. You want Candace Owens to be connected to the Manosphere, which she's not. You want Just Pearly Things and Nick Fuentes be connected to the Manosphere, which they are not. Especially as a whole. And for this clown who swears up and down that A1 Slow, he's a highly intellectual nigga on YouTube. It's clear to see that he ain't so bright when he makes such blanket claims and statements. Did all of the Manosphere welcome Candace Owens as a whole? No. And for that matter, did all the groups of the Manosphere welcome Just Pearly Things and Nick Fuentes as a whole? Fuck no. And I should know, because the part of the Manosphere I'm in rejected Just Pearly Things and Nick Fuentes, especially when Just Pearly Things Me Too'd a man. Oh, the highly intellectual is too fucking retarded to comprehend that shit. But wait. If certain groups of the Manosphere rejected Candace Owens, Just Pearly Things, and Nick Fuentes, then that completely destroys this low intellectual, retarded fuck-ass claim by itself. And yeah, I let it be known that what he said was full of shit. Not every group in the Manosphere welcomed neither three of them. But no, Big Punk got so mad. Big Punk is so emotional, so in his feelings about getting debunked, that he now wants to cry, bitch, and complain about it. And no, Big Punk, just because you make a claim doesn't make it irrefutable. Just because you make a claim does not make it irrefutable. Oh, that's right. It's your hurt pride and your bruised ego talking right now. Oh, that's right. The low intellectual can't stand it when people say that he's wrong about shit. This is the reason why he acts like a goddamn woman. Man, he is going to wish he didn't got me started. And I don't give a fuck if you want to get petty like a goddamn bitch. But then again, what man who makes YouTube videos tell people that he's petty? That's a female trait. Usually women get petty, not no fucking man. But back to the matter at hand. I'm still trying to find out which videos that I put on YouTube that has DEI in them. And how am I included into and how are we included into DEI when we don't want to be part of it? As if we out here in the real world begging people to include us in everything that they do. Hell no. Some of us don't want to be included. Some of us are doing our own thing over here. Still bitching about MAGA man. But I'm about to embarrass this low intellectual retarded fuck real quick. Because it's funny that he's crying about, you align yourself with a racist white man. But here's the embarrassing part for this low intellectual. Look who's begging for a self-hating white. No, scratch that. Look who's begging for a racist, self-hating white boy to be his ally. And this is the same low intellectual retarded fuck crying, bitching, and complaining about having a fucking team. No, y'all see this shit, right? But let me embarrass his ass inside out, because apparently he's so busy looking for allies he don't do no goddamn background checks. There's a reason why they say that some people are guilty by association. You hate MGTOW, white boy? Let's be friends. While crying and bitching about MAGA man. And MAGA man is no longer a MGTOW. He got booted out of MGTOW. You low intellectual retarded fuck. When are you going to get that through that thick ass skull of yours? But here you are kissing a white boy's ass, all because he hates MGTOW. And because he has nothing else to do but to cry and bitch about a certain MGTOW. Oh, let's be allies, but I'm going to cry and bitch about MGTOWs needing a team. Fucking hypocrite. But check this out. Big Punk wants to be allies with a self-hating white boy who goes around being a culture vulture. In other words, he goes around pretending like he cares for other races and cultures when clearly he doesn't give a shit. He don't give a fuck about those people. But Big Punk wants to do business. The same self-hating white boy who couldn't get his anti-MGTOW crusade off the ground, but he wants to do business with him. The same white boy who goes around harassing other people, all because he can't stand MGTOW, even though those people that he's harassing are not MGTOW. But he wants to do business while at the same time cry and bitch about people harassing people on YouTube, but he wants to be allies with a dumb fuck that goes around harassing other people. Make that retarded logic make sense. He wants to go around the same clown. He wants to be the same clown Big Punk wants to be allies with. Is the same one that has to go around faking his ex-girlfriend's death, in which he shows no death certificate, no obituary. He don't even show where she's buried at. But then come to find out that his ex-girlfriend has her own YouTube channel. And no, I'm not going to post a link in the comment section because I don't want nobody going over there harassing her. She's doing her own thing, and I wish her the best of luck. And the strange thing about it, she got recent videos up on her channel, but 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 the low intellectuals ally swears up and down that she was murdered 2 years ago. But this is what the low intellectual retarded fuck wants to do business with. And what I'm about to say, I know it's going to hurt. In fact, I'm going to put a link in the comment section of this video on this matter. He wants to be allies with a self-hating white boy who will defend a registered sex offender tooth and nail. Yes, you heard me. The low intellectual's ally, or the white boy he wants to be allies with, has a registered sex offender who was arrested, charged, and convicted of raping a 14-year-old girl. On his team. And yeah, not just myself, Big Punk, but others as well called Jeff out on that. But what was that white boy's response? Oh, you're lying. Oh, you're lying. You're lying. He's working for the CIA, despite the fact that he is listed on Illinois' sex offender registry. But he claims he works for the CIA, which of course we all know is straight up bullshit. How you cannot be employed by any federal government job if you are a registered sex offender, especially no federal government agency like the CIA. But this is what Big Punk wants to do business with. And because that white boy, the low intellectual's ass who wants to kiss, sitting there trying to defend a registered sex offender, then yes, that makes him guilty by association. And I'm not surprised he's a sympathizer at that. But you want to talk about how you got black men defeating a white man, but you kissing a white boy's ass to be allies with? No one's trying to hear it. And don't you dare get me started on the shit that I heard, because it's funny that you want the government to go after social media, but yet isn't you, Big Punk, the same one who's threatening other people to go to their states and put hands on them? Oh, but we're the bad guys. Right. Thus proving my point. You need people like us. You need people like us so you could point your fingers and say that's the bad guy. I didn't play that clip just to play it. I played that clip because this right here proves each and every point of it. Let sleeping dogs lie. But no, you want to come in with a big megaphone. So why you got to make up shit just to have something to cry, bitch, and complain about? I'm going to enjoy the rest of my time off YouTube. Out the gate. And don't you, I don't want to hear shit about teams, and I don't want to hear shit about, oh, you're defending a white man while kissing a white boy's ass at the same time. And with that being said, I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.